Forwards. Man, check this out. My name is Taz. This is FRESHTEADESIGN 360. Thank you for streaming with me. Appreciate each and everyone out there. Yo. Konnichiwa. Shio. Namaste. Apikesina. Oyanki desu ka? Bonjour. Comment allez-vous? Xin chao. Ni hao. Ni hao. Comment va? Mahaba. Isas nada out. My name is Taz. Hola. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Through the valleys and the terrains of the Appalachian Mountain, through the winding turn and curves on the monster souls of the Great Smoky Mountain, into the towns and small surrounding city of this historic land, with many history of the place and its people. It's also a place that many ethnic groups call home. People corners of the world somehow find a home here in the Smokies, which transform each and every one to be a part of the core of a county, a town, a city, a state, and a country. How remarkable is the story? Our multi-race and gender is a part of our daily success. It's an unbelievable diverse culture in this unique place of beauty, character, and love. Welcome to the time of the day where we can enjoy the free gift of life. And for everyone out there who will participate and connect this time of the day to something that they loved, that they think would be great for their body, something that they think they can connect this time with. So we connect this journey with this time of the day. It's a journey where it's not like any other journey. Like, everyone has their different ways of going about their journey, and this, if you've been on this with us, it's not only about the streaming, and it's not about just the words only, because it's millions can also connect it to their diet and somehow find the resistance and find that they can push forward in remembrance of this day and this time, to connect it with your diet. And so a New Year resolution, when it comes to a New Year's resolution, and that so far this might have helped millions, and it's not a resolution, it was a day-to-day process. It was one day at a time. And so I am excited and I'm proud of the people out there who have not just connected with just listening, but also find a way to connect it with eating healthy and taking care of themselves with this. It's in remembrance of just taking care of their body. And there's others out there who possible of divert to a different direction, of coordinated with meditation, spiritual movement, a spiritual feeling. And there's other might have been out there still grasping different ways how to utilize this time of day. So as long as this goes, and for the time it goes, no telling the impact it will have, not on my life but on everyone, because you are right there, and that's me right there, and you are right here sitting. And I'm proud of everyone, and I'm grateful for everyone. So I'd like to touch base before we exit the day, just to make sure that we touch base with everyone that was utilizing this and and the nuggets that we share each and every day, just to share with everyone, and just so we can build on something constructive, we can build on something strong, we can keep working together, and others can utilize this in different ways, whether it's a consistency in family aspect, whether it's a consistency in growth, because it's daily, whether it's a consistency in developing yourself and holding yourself accountable, whatever that may feel and seem to you, whatever your thoughts and is holding yourself accountable for what. But I'm grateful for all of it. I'm extremely happy that we have created this. And we're starting from a journey. We're starting from a long way, and it's amazing for it to be here. And I am grateful again for everyone out there who participate, who support it, and keep connecting it to something of that you think that would suits best for you, whether it's feelings, whether it's communicating. We've talked about the four seasons and the four type of seasons, and if that connect with you in some ways, if you have learned anything in that aspect, that it's responsible for our character, our dependency of growth, not only just in physical aspect, but physical aspect can be a part of it. Because if you think about the New Year's resolution on a new year, when you start the New Year's resolution, it's a weird time to even start that New Year resolution. Now that you come to think about it, it's such a weird time because you already are in a mind of challenging, a state of mind of challenge already. And then when you add what's left over from the ending of December, the ending of January, and the ending of December, what's to follow, it's just a hard time sometimes to start your New Year's resolution. So sometimes it may be like, why you haven't followed through with this, in how, but maybe that starts on such a journey that it wasn't equipped to hold. That journey wasn't of no substance, of no foundation for you to build. Yes, you are the time, but the time without the activity sometimes does not show good result. But say if the New Year's resolution would start in the springtime, would it have some kind of substance to build on? Would it have something to generate or to motivate you to constantly keep going? So it's a challenging time when you say a New Year's resolution, but it's something that we've tried to push ourselves to accomplish. But now that we understand that there is 4 quarters, and the 4 quarters have the different ways of how we utilize or gain our character, build our family, when we realize that we have this now to work with, maybe we can also change. Maybe we can also use different tools to cement and to concrete down that New Year's resolution. But realizing that, okay, we can. It's 4 quarters, so now you can actually break this down in a smaller pattern, a different stage to maintain your physical fitness, and whether it's not just mental or physical or mental or just a way of spiritual. Now you have these 4 quarters that you can also depend on. So now, even if you don't want to start your New Year's resolution in January because it's challenging and you've tried it and you lost out, now you can connect it with this. As long as this streams up, as long as this is up, then we can move forward. And again, if you want to start it in the springtime, would that be an option? I am not saying you're supposed to do this, and I'm not telling you to do something that you're supposed to do, because I am in no way or shape just to tell you that. But what I'm expressing is what you can look forward to think about. Like, if it describes the 4 different characters that we have, January month I think is the represent. I'm not so sure if it's zodiac or, but it's a beginning. Like December and end of December, it's a beginning and the end. It's an end and a beginning. So the end is always challenging, regardless what it is. The end of anything is always challenging. The beginning of anything is also challenging. It always takes the time and process. So for you to throw yourself on a workout regime at that time too, you're just compacting. You're compacting more of a weight, even though you may find that you might find indoor time, but that indoor time cannot depress or enlighten that load, enlighten that feeling. So would you say, or would you think, why does the business people sometimes start their business closer to the springtime and then move right into the summer? Why do they start at that time? Because maybe they can identify there's more life there to come, and more, I'm getting more of a rhythm to get their life or to get the business on that. Now if you see yourself in that form, you deal with get the necessary equipment and the necessary things that you need possible to get you going within the springtime. Maybe that's how it's supposed to work, but anyway, at the end of the year is always challenging, and the beginning of the year is also challenging, and it's ruled under the sign that also kind of expresses that it's challenging also. So when you say, oh man, you've lost out on all the things that you said you accomplished at that time of the year, at the very first, you've got other things working. I don't want to say use the word against you, but just this understanding, because just understanding what is to come and what the performance of that quarter, what it will be, and what the performance of that time, what that time will be, and what does that time can give you. You're fixing to give something, your energy, but that time not really can give you anything back, really. So, but now we have the springtime and you have the other 3 quarters. So when who's been following this and streaming with us and following this, now we can break this down a little bit, and we have something else we can work with. We have something else that we can, we can challenge ourselves with and get it be a part of us. Now we can break it down into 4 quarters, and it may even seem a little bit more more simplified. Let's say that it might be a little bit even more simplified for you in that term if you can just break it down in that time. And like I said, for businesses, sometimes businesses just all business know sometimes through the full year. It's just they've got a certain months to work with, maybe 7 months, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 months. All businesses knows that once they established for a while. If you can go back to how the market is set up, you can go back to see how the Dow Jones is set up. Sometimes it's companies have to overlap companies. So breaking it down into quarters, and you can understand what and when you can gain more, not just business wise, but from yourself, from you at the same time. But again, thanks again for streaming with me, and thanks for being a part of the family. And like I said, you can coordinate this time of the year or this time of the day with this, and how far is this, how much of this improved. Has this improved anyone? And can you say to yourself, yes, I found something in this that I like. I found something in this that it's not like everything else, because the whole idea was to find you something that was not like everything else. And so if we keep moving forward one step at a time, maybe we will find more gems, and maybe we can find more unique stuff that we can add to our growth in our life as people and as one. Through the hills and the terrains of the mountains, that's a part of us. In this unique place of beauty, character, that's a part of us. Many have people call this home. That is a part of us. So, everything within this journey, so far, we try our ultimate best to make sure that it not only it's useful in communicating, but it's useful in constructive fundamentals, whether it's in relationship, whether it's in a business or whether it's in you. My name is Taz. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Thank you so much for streaming with me. I love you to the moon and back, and to everyone out there. I can see the galaxy of stars in your eyes. Thanks again. What a journey. What a moment, and what a time. An undescribable time. In not just me, because this touched millions of people. And in this moment, right this minute, when I exercise, it only lasts for minutes, moments, and seconds. It's really life. It won't. It continues, but that feeling resonates inside of you. How is this for me, and how much have you learned through in if I was doing this in a different time? But now it's opened up more so we can bloom and blossom like a flower. And I just hope it connects with millions of people. I hope we can take different nuggets from this and add to your basket, put in your bag, that you can utilize